Pretty good. Hey, hi everybody. Thanks for dropping in today, live at Not Church. Namaste and peace and welcome to Not Church. Today, Thomas 21b, tremendous energy for you. I'm Pete Panagore, Peter, Pete, Pedro, Petros, Petro, Cephas, Pebble, Rock, Stone, Pangloss, Peter Pan, names. What do they really tell you about a person? Not a whole lot. But today I'm Pete Panagore, MDiv, two-time near-death experiencer, ex-clergy church clergy, ex-TV writer and broadcast talent, which means I was on air, I was the writer and on air, and living mystic daring to speak in public. And that's probably the most daring thing I've ever done in my life, is being a living mystic willing to risk my reputation and my social standing, I guess, right? But I'm trying to reach other mystics. I'm trying to give voice so that you can have voice, so that we can all have voice together, because we're all kinds of people. We've all had mystical experiences of some kind or other, or at least half the population has. So gather here today, because today we're going to return to our study of the mystical Gospel of Thomas. Jesus spoke in metaphor, as all mystics must. So let's do a little meditation today. I usually start with 3 ohms, and we're going to do that, which is a way to concentrate your mind and your vibration and your heart chakra, and then here in your throat chakra, up to your third eye. Okay, after we do 3 breaths like that, then what I'd like you to try to do today with me in your meditation is when you ride your breath down, relax all the way down on your spine. And when you get to the bottom and you hold, I want you to clench those muscles. It's kind of like doing Kegel exercises. You remember Kegel exercises, right? Women know what Kegel exercises are. Men, you draw in your muscles between your front and your back and your side to your side, and you pull that in. So you go down, pause, clench, drive. Right up to your third eye. Push with those muscles, push your mind and your breath up to your third eye and relax. And repeat. Okay, we all good? Give that a try, see how that goes. It's going to help you raise your prana. It's going to increase your chi. Okay, this is how it works for me. All I can say is for sure, it works for me. Okay, so here we go. Kriya Yoga. Relax, breath in, clench, hold, drive up. Relax and hold. Inhale. Clench. Drive. tremendous energy, mystical Jesus. Never, here's just general advice in literary pursuits. Never push a metaphor or a simile too far, or they will collapse. This has always been the problem with mysticism, because the metaphors, when pushed, they always collapse. Picking up where we left off in Thomas 21a, in getting spiritually naked, today at Thomas 21b, this is what Jesus says. This is what I say. Suppose the billionaire homeowner knows a thief is coming. In that case, she will not let the thief cross into her estate, break into her mansion, or carry off her expensive things. My outside mic is not on. My outside mic is not connected. All right. Hey, welcome, Vicky, live. I'm going to begin this reading again. I thought I would check over to here. You hear car sounds from outside. Let me turn down my mic a little bit, and I'll pull it in a little bit closer. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Okay? Maybe that'll be better. Yeah, I have the windows open. It's hot. Okay? Here we go. We're going to go back, and I'm going to read this over again. Is that good? All right. Yeah, it is live studio, and I do have cars going by, so maybe this will help. Tell me if it's too breathy. This is what I say, says Jesus. Suppose the billionaire homeowner knows a thief is coming. In that case, she will not let the thief cross into her estate, break into her mansion, or carry off her expensive goods. Thus, you should be vigilant toward the world. Strengthen yourselves with great energy, or the robbers will find a way to get to you. The profit that you are counting, the profit, that's a P-R-O-F-I-T, the profit that you are counting on will be discovered by the robbers. It switches to the plural here. The profit that you're counting on will be discovered by them. May there be a wise person among you. That's the reading. May there be a wise person among you. The wise person among his listeners that day, obviously, was him. But it's also sound advice. The estate is your body, and the mansion is your brain, where you store your birthright treasure of your heart, and profit from this treasure in your lifetime. The trouble is, Jesus says, is that there are many ways onto the property and into the mansion. We can't keep watch on all of them. Even billionaires are hackable. So what do? We strengthen ourselves with tremendous energy, as he advises. Maybe this morning you felt some of that tremendous energy. I'm looking over here. Thanks, Jeff. It's fine. Maybe you felt that tremendous energy when we were practicing just now. Maybe did you feel the chi in your hands? Did you feel it rise up inside you? This is the touch of the tremendous energy. This tremendous energy is always with us, inside us. We're simply releasing it. So what do? You strengthen yourself with this tremendous energy, as Jesus advises. As a simile, I call it tremendous energy. And it has at least two meanings because it's a simile. You can have two meanings in a simile. First, it is the pantheistic divine consciousness, cosmic universal mind inside of everything, including us, you and me, right here, right now. My Kriya practice is the pursuit of this tremendous energy as a living radiance in my life, inside me, a cultivation of this, a gardening, you could say. I took the advice of Jesus in this. I also took the advice of Paramahansa Yogananda in this, and Panagore from the Yoga Sutras in this Kriya practice of energizing myself. This tremendous energy, chi, prana, Holy Spirit, life force, Atman. This tremendous energy balances. It is my balance between two worlds. I live in two worlds. One eye there, one foot there, one hand there, half my body, half all of my soul. But I live with one foot planted there and one eye looking there and one hand grasping there, or touching, maybe is a better way to put it. This tremendous energy, and I was lost because of this, because I was so much over there. I couldn't find balance here. How to find balance here? I pursued the tremendous energy, as Jesus calls it also, this great energy. It balances me between two worlds. It lets me see my higher self and my physical self, and gives me a footing in this world because it gives me a footing in that world. It gives me a footing in that world, which gives me a footing in this world. This tremendous energy has enough power to do both. It defends me against this world, this beautiful hellscape of elation and suffering. It helps me, this tremendous energy, by showing me the Maya, the illusion, for what it is, its temporality, my mortality. And this is the great strength, because the tremendous energy assures yourself that this is who you are. This higher self is yourself, which takes away fear in this life, fear of death at least. There's great freedom in knowing your original self, which is this same tremendous energy. Secondly, the tremendous energy with which we strengthen ourselves is the vigilant and consistent application of the only tool that can block the thief and robbers. How do you cover all the entrances? How do you manage all of this? We need a universal system of protection. All the great enlightened teachers advise centering into self in some technique, some way, 1,000 ways, but all involve the mind and the breath in some form. The focus. Make your eye single, and your body will be filled with light. From Matthew. Make your eye single if you want the tremendous energy. And it's not mine to control and to use. I don't try to manipulate my world with it. I simply try to be in it, to always seek it inside myself and let it reveal itself as it wishes. Suppose you're counting on a spiritual profit in this lifetime or from this lifetime. I mean, lots of people do. They want to practice some form of spirituality so that they can move up the karmic chain, as it were. Maybe not come back here, or maybe come back here into a more enlightened or awakened body. And those are good things. If you want to profit from this spirituality, in that case, Jesus advises us to concentrate with vigilance on our one defense. This quietude found after silencing the voice who tells us who we are takes an act of will. Meditation of any form takes an act of will. This is where this leads to, this act of will, okay? You choose to pursue this practice. You choose to pursue this practice by a driving force of your will. But then this thing happens in the moments of silence, when the mind shuts off, when this quietude arises. And in that moment, the divine will acts in tandem with you. with your will. This is co-creating, making your journey more manageable. So we drive ourselves with our willpower and our meditations and in the pursuit of the single-mindedness. But when we get to this place of quietude, even if it's only once, even if it's only a flash, the divine becomes present in that. And there's this co-creation of this space that you're in, making the whole practice and life and living much more manageable. Lastly comes the end of the human will itself, the separated self. You will yourself in your meditation life. There's this co-creating space, and then that itself dissolves. And the end of all will and separated self, where only the divine will, or only the divine, or only joy, or only peace, or only healing, or wellness, or understanding, or knowledge, or beauty, or love, or paradise, or bliss, or ecstasy, or orgasm, whatever word you wish to use, or all those words, where only the divine will exists, and self is no more. Where only self with a capital S exists with a capital E. Jesus was there. He did his best to teach the unteachable. And I don't mean the disciples, but I sort of do. It's sort of hard to teach this stuff because you really have to experience it on your own. You can only point people in the direction of it. And then they have to find it. You can find it in community. That really helps. But the unteachable part of this that can't be said is the part that can't be said. But it can be shown in the tremendous energy with a capital T and a capital E, which is why people followed Jesus. He had this tremendous energy living all around him and inside of him. And he told us, this is for us. And we can have this ourselves. And it's written in the Gospel of Thomas, where the mystical Jesus tells the truth so much that the church repressed the book for centuries. And then it was lost. And then it was found. But only in 1945, and we're among the first to unpack it. So, join us at the top of the next hour. Thanks for being here this morning. I'll check the chat in a moment. Join us at the top of the next hour for Mystic Tea Salon, Crowdsourced Wisdom. The link is below. Thanks for your financial backing. I'm here doing all that I can for you because you make it possible. You make this possible for me to do this. PayPal, Venmo, Patreon, Zelle. Book a time with me for a private talk, but not next week or the week after. Never miss out. If you can never miss out if you subscribe to the newsletter, and that's all at peterpanagore.love. And of course, like and subscribe. Please like this video. Please subscribe. We're getting closer to 12,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So tell your friends. And I want to say a couple of things. Thanks to a generous gift, including my hotel on Tuesday. I'm going to fly out to Salt Lake City to MC and be a featured speaker at the International Association for Near-Death Studies annual conference. I'm going out a day early to attend to a friend, and then I've got a couple days after. I'm going to go mountain biking with a buddy of mine from childhood, and so I'm going to be gone for a while. A bunch of my not church friends, hey friends, I know you're going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I believe that some of the people are here this morning. I know that Sean is, and I'll sure look forward to that. I do look forward to it. And maybe if you haven't decided, you can attend online. It's look up IAN's conference. You can find it if you Google it. Not church next Sunday. I had so much stuff going on trying to get everything done for the conference that I'm a week behind in my writing. I don't have anything prepared for next Sunday for Not Church. So we're going to take a week off, and I'll be back on September 11th, that auspicious day. I'll be back on September 11th. So, and thanks, Jamie, for this super chat. Thank you very much. And I think what I'll do on September 11th is maybe recap what happened at the conference, maybe if there's some really interesting science or I learned something. And thank you, Kittia. Thank you very much for saying it was a beautiful message today, too. You know, I love our weekly chats over here, and the vibrancy of our chat depends on everybody's engagement, including me. So if you have a question or a comment that you want to bring up, as people have just done, you can try the super chat, put a question in it. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, as always, for an inspirational session. Thank you very much for saying so. I do my best. I really do. We get 69 people here today. That's great. Thanks for being here, all 69 of you. Now, hey, let's see what's going on over here in the chat for a minute. Have a great time. Thanks, Mary. I am going to have a great time at the annual conference. One of the things that happens at this conference is that all these NDEers come, and they all share their divine radiance. And there's like a bubble, and you don't have to take my word for it. You can see it for yourself. I experience it every single time I go there. And not only that each individual NDEer, their radiance becomes more intense in the presence of so many others. So there's this magnification. We talk about that here all the time. There's this magnification that takes place. Experiencing by waves of warmth and comfort today. Oh, thanks for saying so, Christine. As always, wonderful, very helpful. Thanks, Tim. Amen, Brother Ed. What Brother Ed say? Brother Ed, as immortal beings living in temporary bodies in this time-space dimension we call Earth, this gathering guides us to experience the energy, love of heaven. Thank you, God, and Brother Peter. Thank you, Brother Ed, for sharing that. Someone thank Brother Ed for that. Amen. If we are so blessed as to experience glimpses of heaven, feeling life in God's country, imagine heaven. Wow, yeah. If you ever get a glimpse of it here, it's so much more powerful over there, like infinitely more. Infinitely more. If the owner of the house knows a thief is coming, the world's temptations, exactly, he will begin his vigil before he comes and will not let him dig through his house of his domain to carry away his goods. Thank you, Robert. That's exactly what I meant. Well done. As immortal beings, oh, I read that one already. Humility brings wisdom, tough and a dog-eat-dog society, having to ring your own bell like for job hunting. Are you hunting for a job? I hope you find one soon. But you got the humility. You can still toot your horn and be humble. It's not about braggadocio. It's not about self-inflation. It's about truth-telling in that case. You got to put yourself out there, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you, especially if you're job hunting. I know it's hard, and people want to. I mean, I do it all the time. I make myself. I don't. My accomplishments. A lot of my accomplishments, I never talk about, because But sometimes when you're looking for a job, you got to. So good luck, Colleen, if that's what you're doing. Looking forward to meeting you in person. Hey, David, we'll see you there, David. I'm glad to see you here this morning. See you in Utah. Hello, Peter. Colleen, definitely sound different, but I can understand you. Really, I don't have my other mic plugged in. I unplugged it on purpose. I unplugged it completely. That's weird. I don't know why it sounds differently. You're fine, says Jeff. Thank you. Sounds better. Good. David, you're coming to Salt Lake City. All right, my friends, it looks like I've run through all the questions. Oh, Vicky, this is my first time catching you live from Not Church. I so appreciate you, Peter. Your words challenge me, uplift me, and encourage me. Thank you very much, Vicky. I'm glad you're here. You couldn't hear me, Victoria. No, car sounds, that's right. But no, the mic was off. All right, my friends. I'll see you at, Colleen says, yes, I am beginning my job hunt. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Amen. Good luck, Colleen. Gotta toot that horn if you're gonna get work. Enjoy your trip. Thank you, Wanda. I'll be chemo sitting with our granddaughter for her next inpatient. Let's spend a moment for Wanda's granddaughter and for her. Blessings on you guys. Hey, Freetness. Best of everything to you, Wanda, says Freetness. Been experiencing worse and worse physical issues that seem to be heart-related, but symptoms are random and tests show my heart is healthy. Just want to know what's going on. Let's spend a moment for Jeff. Prayer said, Jeff. All right, my friends, I'll see you at the top of the hour at Mystic Tea Salon. There's a link in the description. Peace and love, everybody. Namaste. Sorry about the mic stuff. Don't know what that was about, but I hope this works better. Peace, everybody. Let me know if you like the mic so close up, whether that's helpful and whether you hear the car voices. Thanks. You can drop in the comments maybe. See you in a while.